And welcome back to the show. Communitas America is a social impact not-for-profit organization that's actually based in the Bronx, and it aims to increase the access to resources for women and people of color in underserved communities. Now, they recently awarded Start Lighthouse a grant of $10,000. And here to tell us a little bit more is the executive director and co-founder of Start Lighthouse, Rina Madhani. And we thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you so much for allowing me the time and space to be here with you today.
Yeah, well, I mean, it comes at a good time, and Start Lighthouse is doing some great things. And I want to get an opportunity to say, first of all, congratulations to you. And you received an award recently that was pretty big.
Yeah, I think it's just been absolutely remarkable just how much the organization has grown, given the fact that we are an organization that was born during the height of the pandemic. And for me, I think participating in the Communitas Accelerator program was just so eye-opening in the sense of just being able to connect with like-minded and passionate individuals who are really looking to make a mark on their respective communities, and also just gaining that confidence that we're on the right track and that we're onto something here. As big as it is in my mind, someone else sees that as well.
Yeah. And you guys got a $10,000 grant. Talk to us about what it actually means to be a grant recipient.
This is one of our biggest grants up to date. So I think it first feels absolutely remarkable to be receiving this recognition, and especially from an organization like Communitas, who is committed to empowering individuals like myself within the community. And I think for us, this grant is really going to allow us just impact many more students within the South Bronx. We not only have our customized literacy toolkits that we provide to students, but we also have our very own racial justice literacy program that we launched last summer. And now with this grant, we're planning to hire additional consultants that can really help build out our curriculum to make sure that it's accessible not only to English language learners, but also to students with learning disabilities, because that's something that we're ultimately trying to address as an organization, is that access point.
Yeah. And we know that when we talked before, we were in the height of COVID, and now things have gotten a little bit better. How have you made the adjustment? I mean, given the fact that you're an organization that's not too old, but yet and still making an impact.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for us, a lot of the workshops and also our programming was simply taking place virtually. But now that we see things reopening, we've had the opportunity to go directly into the schools and integrate our programming into the school day, which has just been remarkable. I just had an opportunity to visit our school partner, PS5 Port Morris, and students there are currently enrolled in our racial justice literacy program. And just the other day, they were having conversations around their respective identities and who they are as individuals. And they were also talking about how do we confront gender stereotypes. And I think it's remarkable that these students get to be in person now and to be able to have these inclusive learning spaces.
Yeah, these spaces are very critical at a time like this, especially with a lot of what we're facing here in the country. What has been your takeaway from students and the conversations that they're having, particularly in that area?
Well, I think it's absolutely important for us to be building these learning spaces for our students, and especially for our students of color, because oftentimes the narrative that we're seeing and just how our curriculum has been positioned, it's always been in the perspective of the colonizer, right? Even the existing curriculum that we have in place, it's just very Eurocentric. And as an organization, we're trying to actually reframe that narrative and ultimately decolonize our education system, because we believe that, representation matters, and our students deserve to have access to stories and perspectives that are representative of them and their lived experiences.
Yeah. And so as you are moving forward now with the grant, with the award, obviously we set our sights towards the future. What can people expect from the organization and the work that you're going to carry out?
I mean, our plan is to reach as many students and as many schools within the Bronx. We're looking to expand as quickly as we can. We're going to continue to build out our student home libraries. We're going to continue to create these inclusive learning spaces. all across the community, and just to really support their family members and caregivers with ongoing programming that really fits what their needs are at that current moment.
Yeah. And, when we talk about the needs of students right now, there are a lot. And for an organization like yourself, as I said in the beginning, you guys just started not too long ago. What has been the key to really being able to break these barriers, get in there with students, and really get the kind of success that you've had?
I think it's been all about finding your champions within the community. And I've just been so fortunate to be able to find my own champion, Danielle Keene, who is the principal of PS5 Port Morris. And she is honestly a powerhouse, to say the least. She has been advocating for us as an organization since the very beginning. Our conversation began simply through me sending a cold email and just introducing myself and start Lighthouse. And just through her support and guidance and coaching, we've been able to grow tremendously and also just find a space for ourselves within her school community.
Rina Madhani, thank you so much for being with us here on Open. Great work, and congratulations on the grant, and congratulations on your award. Huge, 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 and much congratulations.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure. And I'm just so grateful to be able to have this conversation with you.
Well, thank you, Rina. All right, well, I want to let you know, if you want more information, please don't hesitate. Visit the website, starlighthouse.org, and follow them on social media at Star Lighthouse. We are taking a quick break. Encourage you, please don't go anywhere. Open does continue coming up right after this.